let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to be talking about Easter, how to naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone, and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. All right, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, of course, tell some friends. Make sure you give me that Arthur Fonzarelli thumbs up like so I say, hey, and of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, we're talking about Easter Sunday, because you know what we're all about here in the BCC. The Big Cat Consciousness, the Big Cat Collective, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis. Help you naturally raise your testosterone and your HGH. I'm a spiritual guide and a mentor here to expand your mind and increase your size. So without further ado, I'm here to tell you about Easter Sunday. So yes, man, happy Easter if you're here. It's actually technically Passover, so have some cheer. And we're talking about resurrecting your erection and manifesting, the best of what you can be. And that's what we're all about here in the BCC, help you manifest that, help you not only manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis, have that huge piece of meat, swing at the knees, throb to the pecs, making you your best. We're talking about, being grateful about, being alive today. And essentially, that's what it all comes down to. One of my biggest messages I want to convey is if you have the opportunity to be around the ones that you love, whether it's family or friends or whatever it might be in this crazy type of, pandemic type of times that we're in, you make sure that you give them an extra hug from me and make sure that you're spreading that love accordingly, because you know what, with this whole, whatever's in the air, love is always the answer that I love to share. And for that, I gotta say salute. Starting it off right, finishing up by, a little bit of vino, a little bit of love. Get it in real quick. We say salute. Of course, with the quarantine workouts, you get some good curls with this. But, be as it may, gotta say salute. Happy Easter. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful thing. And, like I say, I don't condone the use of alcohol, but I don't condone the use of you not being you. So whatever you got to do to be you, boo-boo, you do that. And like I always say, man, the most important thing that you can do today is to smile. The smile is divine. It's made inside the mind. So never forget that when you're doing that, you're shining in your best light. You're paying homage to the divine of what we really are. Anytime that you're smiling, anytime that you're feeling something, beautiful, you're doing something right. No matter what it's got to do to take you there, as long as you're not hurting nobody, especially yourself, you're doing something right. Don't worry about, how many different types of ways that it can be. Essentially, there's always going to be somebody judging you no matter what. But like they say, only God can judge me. And what it all comes down to is, even Gandhi and all spiritual types, they all have their haters. So whatever feels real to you is what you got to do. And like Rocky Balboa says, nothing's real unless you believe in yourself. So you got to believe in you. And when we're talking about this Easter Sunday and how we're going through these times and whatnot, and what I really want you to do is, make sure that you get out there and you make sure you're really, shaking some hands, giving some hugs, and really feeling that connection that you can have with someone if you have the opportunity. Either way, like I say, man, as long as you're loving yourself, you're doing something right. And when you're starting with that and you're going out there and you're making sure that, like I said, I used to joke around, saying that, the whole germophobia is like, I would call it rich people problems. Yet it managed to be something where you got people in poverty that are wearing masks and social distancing and whatnot. And I feel that, if you really want to win in this situation, those that got to do that are going to continuously to do that. And I respect everybody that needs to be that. But like I say, man, to be able to, actually feel some love and be able to, touch someone. Like I used to say, you got to get out there and hug a bum. Of course, that might be a little bit different now, but me, I keep it going no matter what. I'm always going to spread that love. I always feel that I got the clarity inside of me to keep myself going, keep myself flowing, because like I always say, If you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. You got to be a clear conduit for growth. You can't let anybody else's opinion get in your way about what you know about yourself and what, how you feel. Because, the feel is real. And, when you're going out there and you got people that are afraid of one another, I mean, that ain't, they ain't no good for anybody. On Easter, I feel like, if you're at least able to, hug somebody or shake an extra hand, you're able to get that connection that really needs to be felt, especially in the times that we're in, just to really, raise up the vibration of where we're at. But the best way that you can always do it, like I say, is, doing something for yourself and, make just smiling for no reason. Because like I say, man, we're all born from excitement. The people that brought you here were excited to do it, no matter what it was. I mean, no matter whatever the story is, it's a beautiful one. You're born from excitement. The ones that brought you here were excited to do it. It's an exciting tale. So anytime that you're having fun, you're doing something right. I mean, we're an explosion of love, man. And you know what? While I'm talking about all this love, I gotta share the Matrix hack. No matter what, no matter where you're at, even if you know no one, if you hear somebody on the phone, you see somebody on the TV, whatever it happens to be, just intend on that soul, that person, to have a beautiful day, to feel love in some kind of way, and you go along your day. You just hacked the Matrix. You just made the world a better place because you are getting out of your own way of, of putting judgment inside of, essentially what this all is anyway. And, that's my biggest, thing here today. Not only, making ourselves grow and having that huge piece of meat and everything, beautiful with that, but, making sure that you're spreading that love is really, one of the most important ways that you can definitely, vibrate at a higher level, naturally raise your testosterone and your human growth hormone, because you're taking away the stress, stress hormones and all that type of, what have you. And like I say, man, I don't discredit science, but I don't discredit magic. So no matter what you got to do, you got to go with the feel of you. And that's essentially what it is. And that's why I always say all truths are true. You just got to find the ones to make you. And for that, you know what? I'm going to say salute again. Hit it with the jug. You know how we're doing, having some fun. It is Happy Easter. Buona Pasquale. It's a beautiful time to be alive. So you know what we got to do? We say salute. Oh yeah. And with that, you know what I'm coming to right now. You know my rhymes, you know my style. Every single day to make it worth my while before my feet hit the ground. Before I got a breath, I can recollect. You know the sound. Go ahead and do this because it feels so good. It feels so beautiful. Just take this breath. I got a shot today. I feel beautiful because gratitude is the attitude. You got to be happy that you woke up today because you got a shot. Shot at what? Shot at life. And that's a beautiful thing that you got to give praise that you're here. And you know what? You can't let any fear, derail you from what you got to be. You just got to let yourself keep on keeping on and just being the best that you can do. Handling yourself, in the storm, being able to find the space of what you got to do at any particular place, being able to, not only set boundaries with some of your loved ones, some of the peoples around you, but just being able to get out there and be able to come back to the center of you, which is why, being able to do a practice such as meditation is something that can help you tremendously, where you're able to set aside, 20 minutes, 15 minutes a day to just kind of let yourself get away from your thoughts and understand that, these thoughts ain't all of us anyways. It's just what this receiver is tuned to. And, that's what you got to understand. Like, kind of just check out your thoughts from an outside perspective and be like, is this a happy person? Because if they ain't, you got to change this. You got to change the station a little bit, and the happy thoughts are going to start coming within. And like I say, man, you start loving yourself, you're going to be loving everybody else. And that's the yin and the yang. And that's the flow. And when we're talking about, me doing my Wu Wave flow, the path of least resistance, not doing things in like a specific order or whatever, just kind of just handling them as they come. Go with the wave of the day. And that's what you got to do. You got to surf that thing like Johnny Utah and just be like Bodie. You know what I'm talking about. I had to get you a Swayze Point Break, movie clip, because you know me, I'm a movie buff, and that's something that always just resonates with me, and then it's something that makes me just, you know, smile for no reason. And like I say, if you're grinning, you're winning, and that's what you got to do just at any particular time. You just kind of let yourself know you're alive. And understand, if you got that breath going, that is definitely homage to the divine that we are. Like I say, man, we are all from the stars. Whatever's inside of me, it's inside of you, it's inside the blue. Whatever's controlling these beautiful avatars, we all got the power inside of us to essentially change what we are. And if you're able to, you know, understand that you have the ability and you have all the, you know, you have all the ingredients just floating around inside of you. You got all the drug receptors, you got all the gods, you got everything that you got to be. You just got to get out of your own way to be able to access this. And this is what, you know, this is what I help out with. And, you know, I'm here to just, you know, I'm here to guide you along the way. And more or less, you know, it's you coming to terms and getting out of your own way and understanding that you can. Because if you think that you can't, you never will. But if you're able to get out of your way and be like, you know what, I'm going to grow today, that's how it occurs. That's how you're able to get in the flow state and understand that everything, you know, all possibilities are possible. So you got to believe in you. And, you know, like Darwin's theory of evolution or whatever, you know, with the giraffes in the neck, you know, having to, you know, get the tree, you know, maybe you got to make that huge piece of meat, you know, eventually hit your mouth, because that's what we're talking about. Give it a kiss. How you doing? Everything is possible, man. I'm talking about growing into the giant gods that we are. Not worrying about them, you know, them little gremlins at your feet, just having that huge piece of meat throb between the pecs. Give it a kiss. How you doing? Not worrying about, you know, stomping on your best friend's house or whatever. Just being huge. Just being a huge, powerful God of love. And not worrying about anything else, because that's what we are, man. We're just here to just have some fun. Not getting anybody's way. Not worried about the little things that, you know, that mean nothing. It's all about being up here, having some fun, keeping it clear. And like I say, man, you know, I got to drop another movie line real quick, like Matthew McConaughey says. All right, all right, all right. Am I saying that the world is conspiring for my happiness? Maybe. Most importantly, I like to have fun. And fun is the gun. So make sure that you're having fun for any reason that you can. Like, you know, for no reason. These are the things that are going to be able to really bring you to life today. And like I say, man, energy is neither destroyed nor created. So you know what we're going with right now. Go ahead and just feel this out of the air. You know what you can just grab at any given time. I feel it. I feel the energy. I feel alive. And I'm going to grab this pump right now. I pass over. Let's get a Passover pump. Let's get it flowing. Let's get it growing. Let's let you know that it doesn't matter about what you were doing today, how much weight that you've been lifting, how many meals you've been eating. All that matters is putting your mind into the size and understanding that you can do it at any given time. And like, you know, Paramahansa Yogananda says, the one that brought yoga to the West, helping people feel the best and be their best with the whole namaste. They're telling you that the mind is the wielder of muscle. So it's your mind that is putting on the size. So understand that you create the size. Don't worry about all these bro science, scientific this and that. I don't discredit that, but I don't discredit magic. So you give yourself the opportunity to believe that you can, and you will. If you don't believe in yourself, you never will be anything other than somebody else's word. So you got to get inside and let yourself know that you're alive, and we can grow at any given time. So let's keep this alive. Let's understand that your mind is what's creating this muscle. So give yourself some gratitude to what you got. Say, I'm so happy and grateful that my huge, beautiful muscles are growing bigger, harder, stronger, more defined, abundantly. And of course, give some homage to that beautiful piece of meat swinging between the knees. You got to go ahead and say, I'm so happy and grateful that my huge, beautiful penis is growing bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder, abundantly. And of course, you know, you got to say some positive mantras along the way. Abraham Hicks, things are always working out for me. One of my favorites that I like to say at any given time. And one of my favorite rhymes times is I am magic, I am divine, and the universe is on my side. And that's a beautiful thing that you ought to know. And when we gotta grow, understand when you gotta get one last rep in. Doesn't matter about where you're at, doesn't matter about what you're lifting. All that matters is feeling it, feeling the size, feeling the growing. I'm right here, Detroit Rock City, long hair flowing, skin glowing, body growing, spirit knowing that I'm doing something right, keeping it alive, having some fun, and understand that when you gotta get one last rep in, I'm feeling anabolic right now, I'm dripping that sweat. Whenever you gotta get one last rep out, you go ahead and you scream and you shout, I feel it in your head. Just understand that you can, and just be, I am magic, I am divine, and I can increase my size. Oh yeah, 2020 getting lit. Happy Easter, Bona Pasquale. It's a beautiful day to be alive. And for that, we say salute. Oh yeah. And you know I gotta have a beer too. Keeping it clear. You know what they say, wine before beer keeps it, whatever the rhyme is, keep it clear. I've been clear long before this because, you know, like I say, man, you keep that mind clear, the beauty appears. And, you know, regardless, man, with alcohol and all that, I don't condone the use of anybody drinking every day. And, you know, me, I respect it. I hold my accountability. And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot. That's right, Mr. Larson. I'll be having a beer with you. And, you know, every day I get a workout in. I do the things that I love. And then I reward myself with a beverage. And I'm not here to, you know, say what's right or wrong, but always be on the side of the good, because essentially there is a good thing about everything that you're doing. Like red wine, there's antioxidants in it. Be on the side of the good. Beer, we know that bodybuilders back at a certain time would utilize this, you know, in the Arnold Schwarzenegger golden era. And, you know, there's a lot of beautiful, good carbs in it. A lot of beautiful nutraceuticals, and it's one of the most purified forms of H2O flow that you can get till you grow. And there's so many other things that you can understand and appreciate what they can be doing for you. And that's something that you just, you know, you gotta say salute to. I got another one in, you know. Like Guinness, you know, it's a pint of goodness. You're putting something good inside of you. But if you're drinking and you're crying and you're just wallowing in that pit and you're letting life beat you to your knees permanently if you let it, because you, me, or no one's going to hit as hard as life. Yeah, I had to hit you with that Rocky Balboa rhyme. You know how I'm going. But we're talking about if you're going to let anything beat you to your knees, that's no good for nobody. That's when it becomes a problem. That's when it's like, if you don't want to wake up the next day, that's where you got to evaluate. And I feel like the more that you love yourself, the more it's going to, you know, come through with your everyday life. Because you're not going to want to drink too much of this to be 100% of what you can be tomorrow. Because you know that if you're wasting yourself on the drink or the smoke or the toke or whatever it is, you know that you can't wake up and be 100% you. And I'm already high on being me. And that's really what it all comes down to. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't go out there and have some fun and, you know, drop a gear and pop the clutch and just, you know, have some fun every once in a while. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying that if your baseline fun of being alive is like not worth, you know, it's not worth not being, you know, stimulated, you know, to a certain degree of, you know, taking yourself away from being 100% you. Definitely got to evaluate that, and I give respect to the ones that, you know, find their higher power to, you know, get back to themselves. And I feel that everybody's got the power to, you know, become, you know, what they are. And if you understand that, you know, you know, that you got a shot today, you got a gift of being alive. You're going to be high on yourself all the time. And that is the greatest gift that you can have, man, just being high on you. And that's what's going to essentially help you get through. And I'm not saying that you got to jump the gun and be there right away. I mean, the life is the journey, and understand that it's like a movie. You got your ups and your downs, your highs, your lows. And wherever you happen to be, understand that there's something beautiful coming along the way. Just like a cloud in the sky, the sun's right behind it. There's always a sunny day. There's always a moon. And there's a lot of beautiful things that are always here. So you got to just let it pass. Let it dissipate. Let yourself have some fun. And, you know, like I said, respect yourself, respect everyone around you, and really spread that love, because that's really what it's all about, man. Spread love and respecting yourself. And that's what it comes down to. For that, I'll say salute. I'm going to go ahead. You know what? I'll drink one more sip of this because it is Easter. Happy Easter. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful thing. You got to love having a nice big jug of vino. I got some more. I'm going to be putting in my pasta sauce. I got to wake up and get the pasta going and keep myself growing, keep myself flowing, and understand that, you know what? I'm here for you guys. You guys want some help, drop me a line. Really get in my emails if you want to get the programs going, because I'm here to help you increase your size. Doesn't matter about, you know, where you're at, your job, and all this stuff, and your schedule. I'm here to help you today. I'm here to help you put some action into practice. Some masturbation for manifestation, some jelking, some super edging, some super jogging, some super kegels, some beautiful techniques that are constantly flowing through me, constantly ongoing, growing, continuously showing tremendous results. And I'm here to help you become your best version. I'm here to help you spread some love. So with that, we're going to have plenty more beautiful experiences to come. Make sure you guys are following me on the social media. Say what's up to my kids. See, taking care of my neighbor, taking care of the neighborhood. My wolf and my bear are always there. You know, they're always, you know, wolfing around doing their thing. Like I said, man, we're going to have plenty more beautiful experiences to come. 2020, full of love. Spread that love every which way that you can. I intend on you guys to feel some love today. Be some love today. I intend on all of us to just, you know, be the giant gods that we are, man. And understand that we're loved, man, and we are beautiful. So for that, I say I love you guys. I'll be seeing you around. Happy Easter, and we're going to have plenty more to come. Peace.